his third time doing stand-up. Second time in English Comedy Club. Let's hear it for Jack Lee!
Thank you very much, Aaron, for the... thank you very much, and thank you very much for coming here. Some people say I look like a Nazi. Some people say I look like Robert. I think that's sorry. I took the wrong piece. I don't know what to say now. I'm Jack Lee. I'm from China. I know what you might be thinking when you see me walking on the stage. You're like, holy fuck, a Chinese guy. You don't see that many of us on stage doing stand-ups because I guess we have better things to do. Like it usually takes us longer to drive from places to places. It takes us a longer time to park, whatever. But I'm here, and this is the second time I'm giving a talk. And what's complaining?
Don't hold the microphone.
Oh, don't.
You're covering up the signaler.
Don't hold the
Don't.
That's very confusing. You have to make a note which side is bottom. Sorry. Thank you. But if you've never heard from me before, I'm actually quite famous in the Faroe Islands. But still, I'm an amateur. I know it's usually not easy to watch amateur performing anything. Unless you are watching porn, I guess that guy's like. Anyways, but I see that we have a lot of very brilliant new faces tonight, and also a lot of not so brilliant new faces tonight. But we have a Facebook page. You can go back and follow that. In case you don't like what we do over here tonight, the Facebook page looks a lot funnier. So before I started doing stand-ups, I used to think that stand-up comedians were just a whole bunch of weird people who had some problems in the brain. But when I joined here and I met people here, that's true. So my problem was absolutely no self-esteem, but some people say if you are brave enough to walk on stage, you're going to have a lot more self-esteem. So I did my first one, and I talked with this person again. He's like, do you have more self-esteem now? So yeah, I think I feel that I have a lot more self-esteem now. I just don't think I deserve it. What I was scared of before I started doing this was that people I know find out about that I'm doing this. Actually, a few did, and some asked me why didn't you invite me. Like on Monday, 2 days ago, we were having a company Christmas table at a restaurant at 300 meters that we called Anyuangen. That's somebody has been there, or in English it's called the Unicorn. So I was sitting next to this Russian girl, who's my colleague, and we were just talking about Christmas. We have no other topics to talk about. And she was like, I was talking about what to do for Christmas. She was like, yeah, I'm going back to Russia for Christmas. But in Russia, we celebrate Christmas 2 weeks after December 25th. I was like, oh, I mean, your parents are pretty smart. She's like, what do you mean, very smart parents? I was like, yeah, you know, if you celebrate the holiday 2 weeks after everybody else, you get to buy gifts cheaper because they're on sale. Then she ended up like spending the next 5 minutes trying to explain to me why her parents were not cheap. They pay all the stuff they paid for. Then eventually I have to give up. I have to look, I'm a stand-up comedian. I joke, that was a joke. She's like, oh, you're a stand-up comedian. why didn't you invite me to your show? I really ran out of words. I thought there must be a joke somewhere around there, but I really don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to invite her for the joke. Then some people ask me like, are you famous? I give a talk to 30 people. No, I'm not famous. I'm actually less famous because somebody I knew just died. Yeah, it's actually, I was calling my mother. I was calling my mother last weekend, and there was an old guy in their neighborhood. She's like, you know, Mr. Wu died, so Mr. Wu was this guy, old guy. I hate that guy. He was very old, and he keeps stealing the shared bikes in the street. He got like 8 of them locked in his basement, and 2 were stolen after he got cancer. I don't even know why he does that, but I hated that guy. So I was like, oh, Mr. Wu died? Woo! But even though I don't like him, he knew me. He knew me. So technically, I'm less famous now. But speaking of the Unicorn restaurant, I think that's a very funny name for a restaurant because I've never been that until last Monday. But a few months ago, I saw a colleague of mine, a Finnish guy, not that Finnish guy, but some other Finnish guy. I was like, where are you going? He said, oh, I'm going to have dinner at the Unicorn. I was like, is that a gay bar? He said, no, it's not a gay bar. But like 3 days later, I see him walking around the same spot. I was like, where are you going now? He said, oh, I'm having dinner out again at Two Cocks. That has to be a gay bar, right? I said, no, it's this restaurant, Two Koker. So, okay, but they asked for that one. And I don't want to, usually I don't like to brag about myself, but tomorrow I'll turn 35. Woo! Thank you very much. But I usually don't care so much for birthdays, but I really like what the Norwegians say on people's birthdays. They say congratulations, they don't say happy birthday. I think it's really nice. You should congratulate people on birthdays like it's some sort of achievement. Although it would be very sad if my best achievement in 35 years is turning 35. But hey, at least I made it. Not everybody makes it 35, and that works for every age. Oh, you turned 5, not everybody turned to 5. That works for everything, right? So just, happy birthday, I think that's the name. You should just be happy every day. I don't care so much for turning old because there's nothing we can do about it. And remember, every day is the youngest day you'll ever be in the rest of your life. So be happy every day. But as the mid-age crisis, probably something maybe because of that, I did something I think quite Norwegian last Friday, which was I took a swim in the fjord. No idea why I did that. Some colleagues came to me the day before, so on Thursday some guys came to me. They were like, hey, you want to take a swim in the fjord tomorrow? I was like, that's a pretty fucking stupid idea. Why would I do that? He said, oh, it's just to show that you have balls. I said, oh, to show that I have balls. Okay, I'll do it. But I don't know what you're laughing about now, but I did not take it the wrong way. I did not take it very verbally. I knew it was a metaphor. But then we went to swimming, and after I took the swim, I was like, this is the opposite of showing that I have balls, because it was so cold. After the swim, basically the balls disappeared. Because if you're a guy, you maybe know what I'm talking about under very cold conditions. So I would think that was a pretty stupid idea, but I just did it for the experience. So I think I've done most of the activities that Norwegians typically do. It's cross-country skiing, I snooze. I've got drunk before I'm going to get drunk. But the next thing on my list is to speak Norwegian, which is also something Norwegians typically do. That's on my wish list. But I think this might be, maybe I got this style from my dad. But my dad is also Asian. But he has also does some things Norwegians typically do, like he loves fishing, and he has an Asian wife. So he's been visiting me in Bergen, and he was fishing near Boru, where for some reason all the foreigners go fish there. My dad just found that spot automatically when he arrived. He said, "That's a pretty good spot to fish." But so, I don't know why, it's only foreigners fishing there. Maybe there's some magic going on. I have no clue why. So he went there. But my dad, he lives in China, but he speaks 2 words in English. That's no fish. Because that's a very common question he gets when he's fishing over there for like 2 months. People ask him, I guess, a common question is, do you have any fish? Then if he doesn't have any fish, he'll say no fish. But if he has fish, he has to show the fish to people, then problem solved. But then one day I met one of my colleagues, and then my colleague was like, I know you told me your dad fishes at Boru, but I saw this Asian guy fishing there today. I asked him, "Are you Jack's dad?" Then this guy said, "No fish." I was like, well, I think you've met my dad. Okay, yeah, I think my time is up. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome.